I'm going to tell you everything you need to know before buying the 100 series starter ships, and we're starting right now.
Origin jump works at your service. Core system operational.
Thank you so much to all the support from patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers that make this possible. Welcome to a Star Citizen's Buyer's Guide. This is SubliminaL here, and today we'll be discussing the features, functions, and benefits of the 100 series. We'll cover a brief overview, take a tour, compare stats with similar ships, review pros and cons, and I'll give you my thoughts on the 100 series. I've decided to consolidate this review for the entire series due to their similarities. If you haven't seen it, my loadout guide for the 100 series can be found here and on the end screen. Enough with the formalities, let's get to it. With all of the class and sophistication you already associate with Origin Jumpworks, elegantly presented in an attractive, compact frame, the 100 series has been designed specifically for solo pilots looking to turn heads without sacrificing functionality or reliability. The 100i is a luxury starter ship that is the base variant of the 100 series. It features Origin Jumpworks' patented AIR fuel system, making it the most efficient and eco-friendly ship on the market. The 125A is a light fighter and starter ship that is the combat variant of the 100 series, featuring a souped-up weapons package and all the luxury and refinement you can come to expect from Origin. The 125A has been designed for the discerning maverick. The Origin 135C is a light freight and starter ship that is the cargo variant of the 100 series. The ship has a specific cargo module integrated into the underside of the rear of the ship to accommodate the additional capacity. Origin Jumpworks is a personal luxury spacecraft and engine manufacturer based on Terra. As of today, the 100i is available for $145 war bond, the 125A for $55 war bond, and the 135C for $60 war bond. And if you're using store credit, just $5 more for each ship. You can also buy the entire 100 series collection for $165 or $150 war bond. And if your baller status is out of this world, you can now buy the Origin Complete Pack for $2,500 and $2,650 war bond respectively. And as you might have guessed, it comes with every Origin ship flight ready or not. The 100 series is not available for purchase in-game at the moment, nor is it available as a loaner. Now that you know a little bit more about the Origin 100 series, let's take a tour. If you'd like to skip this tour, the timestamp is on screen and in the description. Let's start with the nose. Inside the nose, we have access to where the avionics component will be stored. This doesn't open just yet. Underneath the nose, further than what I'm able to show you, we have access to the proprietary 100 series dual missile rack. Moving on, around the port side, we have access to the quantum drive that is actually functional. Moving further, we have access to the cabin. Next to this, in the wings, we have the 100 series AIR system, or Adaptive Intake Refinery, that makes the 100 series so fuel efficient. Underneath each wing, we have a gimbal size 2 laser cannon equipped stock. Also underneath each wing, we have access to coolers. I really like physicalized components and can't wait to see it on more ships. Now, all of this is found across all the variants. As we get to the rear is where things get different. Underneath the 100i, we have nothing. Underneath the 125A, we have another bespoke missile rack that holds an additional 4 missiles on top of the front 2. And lastly, the 135C has an additional 4 SCU of cargo on top of the 2 that we'll see later in the cabin. Other than the entry door, the starboard side is identical to the port side. Let's take a look inside. As you can see, the stairs to the 100i don't require any annoying animation to get in. This is great. The button to stow and extend the bed is not yet functional. On the back wall, we have 2 buttons. The first is to access the 2 SCU of cargo, and the second is to get access to our cooler and shield generator. Heading to the flight deck, we can see our standard building blocks HUD. Below this is a total of 4 MFDs and a 3D radar. There are also physicalized buttons for some of the ship's functions. Another thing I look forward to seeing in more ships. It should be noted that the 100 series did go live with 3 paint options that are interchangeable throughout the series. The first is blue ametrine, second is slate camo, and third is flame paint. These are each available for $5 on the pledge store and also in a $12.50 combo pack. Now that we've taken a tour, let's see how it compares to other ships you might be considering. For comparison, I've selected 10 ships, the standard and combat versions of the Aurora and Mustang, all of the 100 series variants, and some of the intermediate starters. The Google Sheet document with this data is linked in the description. The 100 series weighs in at almost 0 kilograms. It looks like the 100 series is another list of ships that hasn't been given a weight value. They fit in at just 15 meters in length and take second place. First place goes to the Reliant, and honestly, its width negates its place here. They tote 2 SCU of cargo and take 8th place. As for the 135C, it has 6 SCU and ties in 3rd with the Corée. They have a max crew size of 1. The only ship on this list with more is the Corée with 2. They carry 700 quantum fuel units and take 1st place. They cruise by with an SCM speed of 230 and 210 meters per second and take 1st and 2nd place, with the 135C trailing behind in 5th place. They stroll by gingerly with a max speed of 1150 meters per second for the 125A taking the 6th spot and the 135 and 100I taking 9th and 10th. They have a maximum pitch rate of 78 degrees per second taking 1st place. They have a maximum yaw rate of 76 degrees per second and ties in 1st place with the Aurora MR. They have a maximum roll rate of 195 degrees per second and ties in 4th place. They have a total hull HP of 3550 and comes in dead last. This should be taken with a grain of salt. I had to pull this data from a news source due to the inactivity of hardpoint.io. They have a physical armor damage reduction of 1% and ties in 5th place with the 300i. They have an energy armor damage reduction of 5% and ties in 2nd place with most of the ships on this list. They have an EM, IR, and CS reduction of 0%. No ships on this list have stealth armor. They shoot Ps with a default pilot DPS of 458 and take 6th place with the Mustang Alpha. The 100 series nor any other ships on this list have a turret. They have a stock missile payload of over 7,500. This ties in 5th place. However, the 135C has almost 23,000 and takes 1st. And the Origin 100 series are the only ships on this list not available for sale in-game, although this is to be expected so close to being fight ready. I'm excited to announce a new ARC series, Vessels of the Verse. This will be the first of many designs that will be released alongside buyer's guides and loadout guides. It will be available on Displayed in 48 hours, on the merch store in 24 hours. Desktop wallpapers are available right now to Twitch subs, patrons, and YouTube channel members, and mobile wallpapers are available for free via link in the description. Alright, let's weigh some of the pros and cons. I would say its pros are in no particular order. Although it's small, the 100 series does have a 1% and 5% energy reduction from its armor. Its fuel efficiency is great, with the included adaptive intake refinery and having 700 quantum fuel units. The latter will allow you to equip a faster QT drive and get the same range as you would from your normal one. Having cabin space is great for box missions. They have beds to log out in. The 125A has an excellent missile payload for a starter ship. They all have a very tiny cross section, much better than their bigger brothers. The cargo space in the 135C is a great benefit in a starter. They all have pretty good SCM speed. This is great for combat and certainly when degradation comes in. One thing I really like is their overheat resistance is great. I can go from max speed to almost down to a complete stop without overheating. And lastly, their stealth emissions are great. Using my stealth build, I struggled to get an IR over 10k while firing, maneuvering, and using afterburner. That's all pretty impressive. Now let's talk about the cons. Their max speed isn't all that great, even in the fighter variant. But to be honest, this probably isn't that big of a deal. Having 2 size 3s on a starter is honestly not bad. However, considering my final con, I think this is an issue. Again, my source for the 100 series hull HP is new and could be incorrect. However, it's unlikely because it's not that far from the Aurora series. If this is correct, it's kind of fragile compared to the other variants. However, it does have a small cross section and is pretty quick and nimble. I don't normally talk about this because it's relative and a lot of ships are purchasable in the verse, but the price is a problem for me. So what are my thoughts? The 100 series line of ships are stylish, fuel efficient, agile, and bring just enough firepower to not be ignored. The bed, cabin space, and standard 2 SEU of cargo is great for a starting citizen to get their foothold into the verse. It's clear to me that between the 100 series, Aurora, and Mustang, the 100 series clearly comes out ahead. It is my personal opinion that it is the best starter ship for new citizens. Hey Subliminal, have you checked out the price? Nah, I haven't yet. What's the 100i price at, like 50 bucks? Nope, they have it priced at 60. You said they want how much? 60 US dollars. Okay, so then the 125A is like $65. Nope, it's 70. What? Then the 135C is 65 then, right? Wrong again, it's 75. Oh, that. And these are all war bond prices. But my dude, I can get the Avenger Titan starter pack for $70. It has 8 SCU and the same amount of firepower if you knock the size 4 off the nose. I don't know what to tell you, man. Priced at this point, I find myself hard pressed to find someone in a scenario to where I could recommend this purchase. I thought the 100 series was supposed to be a true starter. However, it's being priced at an intermediate starter price. When recommending a starter ship to a new citizen, there are a lot of choices. The $70 Avenger Titan is a great one. You could also upgrade a base Mustang to a 300i for $30, bringing your total investment to around $75. Or for another $5 more than that, you can do the same thing and get a 315p. Now, we're kind of out of the starter ship territory, but I think you get what I'm saying. I really do hate to base a review so heavily on price, but I just can't get past this one. For now, I will just have to keep my eye open for when the 100 series becomes available in the verse to see if it's something worth using as a snub for the game's larger ships. Those are my thoughts. Let me hear yours down in the comments. If you're a new player considering becoming a citizen, use my referral code in the description and it can get you an extra 5,000 starting off of UEC in the verse. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my loadout guide for the 100 series here. I went live on Twitch just before releasing this video. Come and hang out. If you enjoy my channel, there are so many ways to support it, ranging from free options like Prime Gaming subscriptions and sending out for UEC in the verse, sub club subscriptions, merch, to more generous forms of support. Head over to subliminalchannel.tv to learn how. Your support in all forms makes this channel possible. Even your viewership, liking, and subscribing goes a long way. To continue watching, here's a video I think you may like. Here's a video YouTube thinks you may like. And until next time, citizens, I'll see you in the verse.